And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Bacon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sangapobatelli lets it fly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Now here's Jaron Sangapobatelli. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sangapobatelli somehow fits it into that traffic. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass again. Right side, it's Porter. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Thomas. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Jaren Kiave Songobolatele. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. One good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads it downfield. Brings it down on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Hood. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
He'll take it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Second down, going to throw it. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Long way to go on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Might as well run him again. Powers through the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Stepping to the right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Got to make the play on fourth. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Henderson. Enough to move the chains. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Wants to throw on first. He's got the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
On the snap, it's Henderson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The handoff. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hand it to the back. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Nittany Lions coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Right side, it's Perez. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent.
Snags it, and there's running room. The 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got a little space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Makes the tackle. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Drops back on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. There he goes. Got the first down. He's inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, it's Hood. There's a little room there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great... there by the DB.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Second and long here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Finds his target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Look out. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Complete on third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver catching that pass on third down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Porter. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Johnson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Henderson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snap in the shotgun. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And listen, everything is four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Off to the races to the right. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. after that interception. Things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. The give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. Right down the gut of the field. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown Sooners. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Calls his own number. Plows through the defense. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Push is ahead. Crosses the 40. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead. and he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's past the marker. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got it back corner of the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.